Hey, okay, we're at Talladega in the crappy new team Xfinity car, and we are, once we took the lead, we need to give it back. I put my setup in that I ran in P5 22 Cup at Daytona, and it works. Not the only setup that really translates across all three series nearly perfectly is Daytona and Talladega. I run the same setup both tracks. There is an argument for running one click different rear end at Daytona, a little heavier gear there than Talladega, but in league racing, it don't matter. You use all the speed you can get. So we've been very boring. If I'm gonna lose this race, it will be under a green flag pit stop where the cars have a tendency to 3-4 miles an hour slow. Pay for that, but because under green flag pit stops, they have a tendency, there's a glitch where the cars move up on the track and they basically, it's a Kevin LePage situation, except the majority of the cars that are going slow in the bottom lane here, and then NASCARs come up on them, is they fit in approximately 4 groups. There's a couple of guys who come in sometimes a lap or two before, and then almost half the field will peel off the next lap, and then the majority of the rest of the field will peel off the lap after. And usually it's when that first big group is coming on the track and the second group is passing them. Yeah, that's what happens. And then the fourth group sometimes, it's not every time, at Daytona and Talladega, sometimes there'll be a couple of cars that hit the lap after the second group. Basically 4 laps of pitting. I got nobody behind. Now, why am I running so good in a crappy car? Well, I have a really good setup. I'm going to do whatever I want with it. This is a little bit of an experimental setup, and it's just, I make a shock adjustment on it, but it's a little bit loose at times. Usually when I'm maneuvering, when I'm in the lead, it's nothing. So one of the things I do, I don't know, other people do this, but I do, is I don't build a setup here at Talladega or Daytona. Just get it in there. Oh, it's a draft track anyway. I've been building setups at Daytona and Talladega for decades. Sim setups. I've done some real life stuff, but nothing to speak of. But the place, what you want to do is you want to build a setup that can lead. And yeah, they can pass you, on a draft track and stuff. But if you look, as I'm going around the track here, and you see, you can't get to my bumper on the bottom. And literally, that's what they talk about on the Earnhardt's senior and junior used so well, and some other guys like Dale Jarrett. See, there they go. You use that bubble of air to push you. And so when you're on the track, it's not just being behind guys. If that were the case, then I'm out front here, and by myself with this crappy car as a qualifier, I was under a fastest lap was a 50.4. So you see, I just ran 49 through. That's because in the draft of the cars behind me, we're all sharing the same air. Now, I'm out front here with this gap because even though I don't have engine power, that bubble of air is pushing me a certain power. And I'm about, on average, I'm about 2 miles an hour slower from what I'm used to with a 100% car. So, but it's still faster than they are. And they are still faster down the straightaway. But as long as I work the track, I can stay out front. Every once in a while, see, this is a situation in the third stage that tends to happen a lot. The second place car, for the most part, will stay behind you. Like Jones, right? But then, as we get down to the end of the race, they'll all get more aggressive. And they'll start to move out. And then it'll just be Jones behind me, and no one behind him for, like maybe 10 car lengths. And that will allow them to get a run on the outside, because we will just slow down if we're running 49 threes instead of 49 ones. And that's just enough to get them to get up to me, on the outside. 49 one there. And back there. So by creating a gap behind the guy behind me, slows the two of us down. And when they pull out together, they use the draft to get up there. See, there's no one behind me. See how they're closing in? Yep. But it's not enough. They'll do that. They'll do this. This is something I noticed that happens a lot in speed through racing. And like I said, they will get more aggressive as we get closer to the checker. It's like flipping a switch. When you get them 10 laps to go, yeah, that's when they go 3 and 4 wide and do all sorts of ridiculous shit. Best place to be at that point, taking all the Talladega is right where I am in first place. Yeah, Talladega, they do have a tendency to rush you 3 wide, and sometimes that can be really hard to fend off, but we're fast, and if we play our cards right, we should be okay. But this is a good precursor to what happens. I'm watching. My mirror. They're not pulling back, I'm pulling away from them. It's a good setup. Now see, as they're coming up on me, I'm getting faster. They're pushing me. Pulling back. I also am on fresh tires. I have a tendency to get fresh tires on the stage race. And I really looked at the strategy. We were running 60-something laps, so I was going to basically split it. Let's see when they quit. What happens sometimes, I think, is they don't take tires all the time on stage breaks or cautions, as we've seen in the other tracks. And the other tracks, you sort of kind of if you're in a league, you always got 49 laps to go, so we'll probably have about 47 to 45. We can go 34 laps, which means if I had to, I can go 38, but I can't go 49. I might be able to go 42, but I can't go 49. Not, expect to finish well. So we'll take 4 tires here. They're not pitting. I'm gonna pit. Okay, now you can see me up in the field. If I don't lose the draft, it's dangerous being on the back end with a crappy car, but if I don't lose the draft, I should be able to get back up. You want to make contact with the guy in front of you, because that actually slows you down a lot. You want to get to the bottom. So I'll show you these AI are. Check up here. They're not. Touch them. Time up, it's normal. Power. Moved up more, but it's okay. We're doing good. Pick up speed. There we go. Now we're in the thick of it. It's just a matter of time. We'll work our way up front. I tap the brake a lot. I like to keep my momentum up while I'm trying to move forward like this. So I'm matted, and I'm just tapping the brake, keep off the guy in front of me. Now you don't want to push him. Here's a little secret. If they have a heavier gear than you, and you try to push them, you can feel like you hit a stone wall, and you go nowhere. So the guy with the heavier gear should always push the guy with the lighter gear. The lighter gear will move out, will separate, move out front, and the guy with the heavier gear will draft back up to him, hit him again. I'm correct. Explain that to somebody. But it works. Oh, another one. Yeah, let's see. Maybe we can get it to where we don't have to pit. If I was going to save gas, I'd drop my tape down. Cooler air, use less gas. I did not go up to fourth gear, I stayed in third. Fourth gear is my third gear at Daytona and Talladega. Yeah, I know I could change the gears in E4, but I can't in E5, so I set them up the same way, so whether I'm in E4 or E5, I pull the same gear to minimize mistakes. Oh yeah, I could do more with E4 gearing, having all 4 gears, being able to adjust. But P5 is where I usually, or it used to be on all the time. I just do it the same way. Give up that little bit of chicanery. Especially against the AI guys. I mean, most tracks, you know, they take a dandy from a baby. And P4 especially. Yeah, we're not at Richmond. Richmond, flat tracks I struggle at, but a track like Richmond, you know, there's very few guys that could run as fast as those AI were running for as long as they were running, and they have a significant advantage on the straightaways with power. They have an advantage with power here, but the way I counter that is faster through the turns, so I tend to have a better middle off, which gives me a little more speed down the straightaways without having the engine power. But it also means it's momentum, so if you cut your momentum, you can lose a lot more. You know, a lot of guys don't like giving up that safety thing, but for 30 years. And it hasn't really hurt my performance any, so we'll stay in illusion. And if you're screwed that bad, you're going to be screwed that bad anyway. No matter what gear you're running. And I know, yeah, I know guys, it's kind of a weird thing. Because I'll run a certain gear, right? And it'll be, it's around 280. It's a little higher than that. And that's what a lot of guys are just, 280. Then you get the guys who run or make a super, they'll give up the restart gearing and they'll make a super saver gear. So instead of like a 280, it's like a 220, 227, something like that. And when you're running in a league and everybody's running similar gearing, you don't really notice that much of a difference. And if you're all running that same gear, yeah, you know, you get 10 guys lined up, you can run faster laps altogether. Especially in that 22 Cup car. The more cars lined up, the faster you're going to go, period. It's just the way they did the physics for that car, in P5 anyway. I'm not sure if it works like that in real life, but it works like that on P5. And yeah, you know, for the most part, the more cars you have, the faster you go. But by yourself, you won't be as slow, you know, speed-wise. But all together, you'll be that much faster. In the Cup car, you will be like dead slow, like 180 miles an hour by yourself. And then you'll be running, you know, 210 with 15 cars. And that's, you know, that's huge. Because you can, you know, in a Gen 6 car, you can run 200, 201, 202 by yourself entering the turn. And, you know, 210, 215, 220, when you're in a pack, you know, that's kind of normal. But the 22 car, yeah, it's just wild how, you know, what the speed difference is. Stay as low as possible. Faster. Gotta get your rear bumper in front of his. How did I know he was going to pass me? Because I exited the turn at 192. He side drafted, slowed me down just enough. Do that. I'm only looking at the mirror. I can see where I'm going. At the same time, I'm going to do that. we got? Coming up on 40-something laps. 32, 5 laps. I could say it, but I'm not going to say it. See how it shakes out. Because they can't get to my bumper, I can drive looser. I don't have to stay married to that yellow line as much. It is the fastest way around. And in the turns, yeah. But when I exit, I can give it its head a little bit, bring a mile an hour speed off. Earlier. It's still just artistic, sensitive. It's that one shot setting, but eliminate that. I've been driving it like this for years, but some people don't like that. They hit the curve too much. Be smooth with these tracks. The smoother you are, the more speed you lose. That was very smooth there, I gained a mile an hour. Free speed! There we go. Oh, it's 199. I'm always looking for miles per hour. To say what you want, this game gives you damn few tools to figure out what the hell is going on. So I will use every tool they give me. That's why I have my tire temps up, and I've spoken about this before. At, different tracks, I'm looking for different things. Like here, what I'm looking at is in the Xfinity car. I'm going to try this in the Gen 6 car. I haven't used this exact setup in the Gen 6 car. It's a little derivative of the setup I made 30 years ago for the Pirates of NASCAR. But it works. It's very drivable. Do all sorts of stuff with it. Unfortunately, it's just boring and leading, I don't want to do too much at the moment. I'm looking at the tire wear, and I noticed that in the Xfinity car, this setup, the right side tires are near perfect. They're like 1%, sometimes 2%, bordering on 2%. So that's why I dropped the tire pressure on the right rear. People say, "Oh my God, you're a Talladega." I used to run 4 pounds less on the left side, but that was a long time ago, and the tires that they were simulating back then were different. These tires are different, and so you want to deal with them like everybody else deals with them. But quarter pound, half a pound, it's not that big of a deal. It helps you. So that kept my right side at about 1%. And it's subtle, but when you're doing stuff, making moves, it makes a difference. If you do it, spin out, not spin out. I don't have to make any moves. So good bet I won't have to this race, but I'm aware of it. So what I do when I pit is I take a picture, especially when I get it as good as I'm going to get it during that race, and then I'll use those pit adjustments, whatever I have it set to, and I will change the main setup to those pit adjustments and start the next race with them, and then go from there. On the left side tires, if you notice, about 4%, and we haven't had a, you know, the longest run we've had is about 25 laps, and they about 4%, 5%, and that's a little more than I want. It's not horrible. It's just a little more than I want. And sometimes if you nail the right rear down, it helps the left rear too. Because the rear end slides, right? If the rear end is sliding and you shore up one side, it'll slide less. I'm keeping an eye on that. 4.5, 5%. That's not bad. But it is a little loose. I make that shock adjustment, I could also fix that. Maybe, maybe not. Well, what do you hear about the left side so much? Well, you have 4 tires. And when you go, especially when you go through the turns, if you can get all 4 tires to do their fair share, you're probably going to have a better setup. Some tracks, it's very hard, like the flat track is very hard. And to be fair, they don't seem to really work like real life normal. Like a little bit off of them. Maybe one of the main reasons why I struggle with them. But the bank tracks, most of them, you know, react really well. But bank tracks, I don't know. I think that's the default for these setups. I think that's where it's like the easiest to make setups for the oval tracks with the banking. You know, especially with the 14-degree and up banking. Michigan is like 12 degrees. It's a little harder. Kansas is 14. You know, there are quirks to those tracks. The other hurdles harder. But a track like this, like this setup that I'm running right here, I tried this before and it didn't work. But this setup, I'm thinking, you know, I'm gonna try it in Michigan. Michigan only has, you know, like 12 degrees banking, but the setup, see, what you're looking at is it's a high speed turn setup, and the faster you get through the turns in a track like Michigan, the faster you go down the straightaway. The faster you go down the straightaway, the faster you enter the turns, the faster you go through the turns, etc. I mean, there's a wall somewhere, but I don't think we've hit it at a track like Michigan or even Auto Club. We're knocking on the door, but I've been thinking about this for a while, so it's part of what I'm doing on Heat 4. It's a little more predictable than Heat 5. Heat 5 is a copy and paste, but it's copy and paste in a game system that does not react well to copying and pasting and adjusting certain things, as we, you know, will experience. So Heat 4 is a little more true to whatever the hell it was designed for. So I find it easier to work, and everything I try on Heat 4 works on Heat 5. Sometimes you're going to make minor adjustments, you know, half a pound air, flip it through the wedge. But for the most part, it allows me a test bed to try out experimental setups and make games, real games. Now, why am I doing this if I'm not running a league? Well, when I ran the lead, like at Richmond. At Richmond, I would not have ran the Legend. I would have ran the whatever the setting under it was. Simply because it would allow me to work on my own strategy more and race with other cars, but because I would pit and they wouldn't pit, and I have to race up through the field, and it would give me a good idea what the car would do in traffic and so on and so forth. But it was mainly about fine-tuning what I already had. Here I'm trying to make leaps over what I have, trying experimental things. I'm hanging it out there. I'm not really worried if I win or lose. I am fast, so I've already won multiple races in all 3 series with this crappy car. So it allows me to kind of relax and just like, okay, let's see if we can make it faster than the last time I was in a league race. We've done that a couple times. I picked up 2 tenths at Richmond. The setup has some issues with it, but I think I can fix it. So, speed is speed, Getting a car to drive one-handed like I'm doing right now, and be fast and dominate is a rare thing. But you can do it. Oh man, 18 laps. Wow. Maybe I'll wait. Caution comes out. Caution comes out. And I'm in the pit. Yep. See what happens. Yeah, I forget. I also just set up. I tend to pick up a couple of laps after the lead of gas. That was like, what, 5 laps? So you see how they are? They're slow up ahead. 3 laps. I picked up 2 laps. That was 5 laps down. Making it. See, they don't react too quick. That's that second group. So if the caution's going to happen, it's going to happen here. Yep, there is the caution. Bam! We'll be okay. 16 laps to go. Took 2 laps of gas. Nothing we need to do. We can take tires or whatever. We'll probably be back in the field, but we got enough time to get up front. "33rd, damn!" Still on the lead lap. It was a league race. It's not some on the bottom. See, we're getting down to 10 to go. Here they come. All over the place. If you listen to the engine, you can hear when they're side driving. not pitting this time. We'll move the front is fit, so we'll take it from here. On the outside. Okay. Now we gotta work. Eight. Our goal is 15. I don't know if it matters. If it's showing a goal, then we didn't lose the bonus. So that's the bonus we have going forward. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah, oh yeah. I'm not moving up to the side bracket. I'm moving up to be in front of the black car. Push. Alright, do it again. That's 6 laps. So we complete the pass this time. Bring it back a little bit. Come on. Come on, Miller. Never gets old. Fastest in the league for a handful of laps to go. That's a couple miles an hour slow, so I need him right now. Come on. Get me up to speed. There we go. Be smooth. They're gonna come hard when they get organized. Lots, not lots. Fast. That helps. Doing that on purpose. See, what they're doing is slowing me down just a little bit. And the way this game is set up, Heat 5 too, all you need is just a little bit. I don't think they're going to pass me. Yeah, put the wheel a little too hard. There's no one behind him. They're up on top. Touch the curb. 49 miles. Well, this is it. This is for all the marbles. There comes everybody. Go. So, pretty boring race. I think I qualified 29th. Should be 9 laps to get through the field. I was trying to side draft him. I was expecting him to move down. Lap 8, still trying. And I cleared them. Yeah, they had a caution like a lap to go. Second stage led the whole thing. Flag. And the third you watched. A couple cautions. First one I worked my way up from the back. Second one I worked my way up from the 12. Last one I just held on. This is getting back to the lead. You know, I get impatient like everybody else. Knowing you got a great car is great, but it's a very vulnerable car. If I lost the draft, I got a lap down easily. So it's understanding where you can put the car, when you can put the car there, and how, you know, and what to do. If you watch these videos, this is like, you know, pretty much textbook. Patience and, you know, working the draft and winning a race with a really crappy car. See? That's that pit road glitch, green flag pitting glitch. It's worse than Cup. It happens almost every time. Oh, and exactly 0 cautions caused by me in this race, which is more the norm. When you have a bad handling car, you know, you're going to make more mistakes because it's just not doing what you want it to do. Make the mistakes with the AI. Don't try not to make the mistakes with the real people. Real people get much more pissed off at you. Pass for the lead. That was the first attempt. Here's the successful attempt. 5 to go. And we take the checker. Yay. See what we got. 264. Look at that merch payout. 116 grand. Now we are pulled ahead in the points. 4 wins. Lead the field. 30-something points ahead. We are doing really good with this first new team here. Oh, and that was the fastest lap of the race. '28th. I qualified 29th, so I guess somebody went to the back. Well, there's Talladega, the Xfinity series. I'm feeling so terrible. I wasn't gonna race today, but so I can push myself. I was gonna do both races because they're Talladega, but I think I'm just feeling nosediving. So let's see what we got. Thank you. I don't know who John Jackson is. Oh, video.
Hey, you raced the right way. Very clean and very respectful. That'll go a long way in this sport. Keep it up.
Yeah, try. Okay. So, next race up will be the Cup Series. And, okay, so what do we got? So we got okay, let's go for the million. 4 top 10s in 5 races. I think we can do that. Yeah, we'll do the million. So, next time we will be Talladega Cup. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, comment, ask questions, please. And we'll see you next time. Thank you for watching.